Hi everyone, welcome to my weekly messages. I'm Jelaila Star. Today is the 2016 perspective from the 90 Nibiruans, and it's something I do every year. Kind of get an overview of what they see coming down the pike for the coming year. When they do this, people have asked me how do they foresee things. Well, they what they call it is they project out along the timelines, because being time travelers, they can see all the different timelines. So they, and when they give me a response, I get usually a kind of a feeling, an overall feeling about what they're saying. And this year was a really great, I really liked the way it came through. It was almost like a jubilance. They were very, very excited about the future and what it holds for all of us. And they also gave me like a picture, and I want to describe it to you. They said it's to try to explain why they felt so positive about 2016. They said, you know, the years from 2001, 9/11, basically, to 2012 were all about building the grids, you know, making the templates, putting the anchors down to kind of stabilize Earth through the prophesied earth changes. And so that what did happen, there will be some, but they would be very minor compared to like 10% instead of 100% of what they saw coming. And of course, all the prophecies were based on ancient events that happened on other homeworlds whose timelines are tied into Earth's timeline. So we're basically replaying ancient events this time, hopefully making a better choice so that we don't have to experience a full-blown event that happened before. So anyways, that's what was going on up to 2012. And in the last few years before 2012, say from like 2011 on, or 2010 on to into 2012, it was a lot about emotional clearing. Dump as much as you can before we cross the into the photon belt, so that on the other side you won't have as much to do. So, you know, there's that feeling of, oh, well, once we cross the galactic equator, you know what, that's it, we don't have any more clearing to do. No. The next 3 years kicked our butts. From 2012 to 2015, Lordy. And what that was about was dismantling all the systems on a mass level, consciousness level, but also on a personal level. It's like on the personal level, it's dismantling beliefs that we've held to be able to replace them with new ones. And in many cases, that meant dismantling our realities, our worlds, like someone knocked different props out from under our world, so we're like, our world is kind of teetering. So we saw it with, you know, on a global level with a lot of the systems, in particular the financial system is going through a change. You know, the food related industries are going through a change, in particular, for example, Monsanto. I think there's like 14 countries that just banned GMOs from their food supply. Well, the United States is getting ready to go through one. There are major lawsuits against Monsanto right now. And at the same time, I mean, medical marijuana they're talking about legalizing it in most every state. And of course, you know that once they legalize it, the medical version, it won't be long before they legalize the other version. So we're seeing changes there as well in our health and in our food supply. And those are just a few. If you look, you know, you watch the news, you see what's going on, you'll see that the old systems are starting to dismantle and make way for the new. So this year, so the last 3 years have been really tough with dismantling things that were still left after 2012, and things that, you know, we're going to have to, you couldn't have dismantled them before, you know, on the backside where we were previously before we crossed the galactic equator. So now we had to dismantle. So we've done a lot of that. So this year it's about building a new foundation. So the analogy they gave me was watching a building that had to be demolished. So they pull the building, it comes down, then they got to clear all the debris. So they clear all the debris, and now they're ready to build a new foundation, a new building. So we're in that phase where we've cleared the debris, and we're ready to start building the new foundation. So what they said is that you'll see a lot of support this year on a personal level, because the more you've cleared, the more space you make for good things, new things coming in. So of course, there's no magic there. It's just the way that's the way energy works. You know, the universe abhors a vacancy, I guess you could say. So on a physical, so what we're going to see is a lot more support, people, money, opportunities coming into our lives simply almost by magic, but really it's we're making space for those to come in. So overall, it's going to be a much better year, an easier year for many of us. We're going to see new opportunities come our way, and you know, finances turn around, health turn around. It's just going to be a much easier ride, and then even into 27, it's going to even be better. So it's like we've gotten through the worst. Now we're getting ready to have a little bit easier ride. So that's what they had to share with us. Keep doing your emotional clearing, do your DNA recoding. The more you clear, the more support you get, the more new opportunities come your way, because you're clearing the space. You know, you're making space for it. So anyway, that's it. Hope you have a great week, and Happy New Year to all of you. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.